Hey guys, welcome to another commentary done by Diggity. This is going to be Hyvva versus Light, and it's going to be on Outsider. I'm not sure I like the choice of players here for MBC. I really would have preferred to see C or someone. Well, I guess they don't have a lot of players. They don't have the star-studded cast anymore. It's basically C, Pousson, 910 are their next three best players. So I guess Light is one of those guys they got to rely on now. They used to be so star-studded. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway. On Outsider, and Light's got to be a little bit scared on this matchup, to be completely honest. We've got Hyvva starting that upper right-hand corner is the orange zerg, bottom right-hand corner. Light looks like he is in green. Yeah, green Terran. Outsider statistically favors Terran, but I'm not going to say that it's going to be a win just because it's one of those maps I feel like where it favors creativity. There's a lot you can do on this map, and so I think it comes down to being creative, adjusting, and then just execution. For a second there, I thought the command center blew up because of that thing, because they had that little light thing. I was like, what? He canceled his command center? Can you even do that early game? It looked like it blew up or something. Anyway, but yeah, Light just got completely outclassed in that last game, and that's almost scary to say. Light got outclassed. Light is not one of those players who generally gets outclassed. Maybe he was playing a little bit stale, and honestly, maybe this decision from MBC, they're like, oh, let's throw in Light again. We can't lose to Estro. Got to be morally significant. Yeah, that's my coaches / team voice collectively for Estro there. It's like, or for MBC, I mean, like, let's send out players. Not sure where I was going with that. Anyway, putting down that supply depot first, so it doesn't look like he's going to do anything cheesy off the board. Looks like we're probably seeing a 12 hatch, just looking at the rally point there for Hyvva. He's kind of rallying that unit. Yeah, and he's got an Overlord building right there. Now that I can see full view, it makes it a little bit more obvious. First barracks down there from Light. But again, yeah, I like Outsider for a map. It's really fun to watch. It's one of those maps that... again, I think anything can work, just depending on how you execute it. I think lurker drops could be really fun on this map eventually. Burrowing past the mineral line and that back edge could be really fun if you want to do complete end around, and if you could just not get spotted and pull it off. Looks like an SCV Scout is headed directly to Hyvva's base. All-in Mutalisks could work here. 2-hatch Muta into that 3-hatch Greater Spire build. Could probably work on this map for Hyvva. Looks like Light's going to go with that early... Ooh, going to go in with some early marine pressure, putting down that second barracks rather than going for an expansion here. Spawning pool 12 hatch, not able to disrupt the gas, but and gas alongside. And you can just see it in Light's face. Light looks somewhat uneasy, and Hyvva looks like he's got the killer eyes. He's like, we're going to murder him right here. So I'm going to favor Hyvva, just looking at the confidence level here. Looks like that SCV is able to steal a little bit of minerals before returning to home base. It's kind of like the ha-ha-ha. I've got your mins in your base. Looks like he's going to pull an end around as well. And there's that first Marine. So that first Marine should be wandering out. What critically we'll see if a Zergling's being produced, a couple Zerglings, or if that's another drone. Oh, that is another drone. So that first Marine actually might be able to get a couple drone kills. And oh! Light's going to go in, seeing that was a drone, he's going to go in for a bunker attack, bringing a lot of SCVs off the line to try to execute this. And honestly, I don't know that Hyvva's going to be able to defend this. Oh, able to kill that first SCV though. So it's going to be a while before the additional Zerglings is going to be produced. He's going to start producing a lot of Zerglings now, but this is going to be very, very difficult to defend. Very difficult to defend indeed. SCV's already coming off the line to deal with the drones. More Marines flooding up, and Light just has a lot more infantry on the ground than Hyvva getting a little bit greedy there. Oh, noes! The bunker is in fact up, and it looks like the Zergling's starting to back off. He's gonna. I'm not sure that he's gonna be able to save that hatching time. Trying to put up a creep colony to range, because those Marines do not in fact have range. If he can get that creep colony up, that'll definitely help. And 2 more Marines looks like they're going to peel out and try to do some damage to that creep colony in the front door. The Zergling's kind of testing that front line. The SCV's trying to damage it, and the Hyvva running up now, being a little. He needs to be careful with those Zerglings. He needs to conserve as many of them as possible. And there's going to be a moment where he just has, maybe it's when these Zerglings hatch, that he's just going to run in. Wow, doing a nice job of popping them out of the way. Creep colony is up. The bunker is now trying to repair, but that's still a lot of Marines versus not a lot of Zerglings. The drone's going back to mining, so Hyvva not feeling too bad about it. That hatchery is in fact in the red, so this is going to be really close. And Light, it looks like he is going to be able to take this hatchery out without too much trouble. Just by Brunt repairing that. Brunt, that word's coming out again. Hyvva loses his second hatchery, so Light gets the first kill, or the first damage, first blood, and now a 1-hatch build essentially for Hyvva. He's already gone to lair. He's in terrible shape though. Light can now very easily take his own expansion. He's got enough units on the ground that he can work with this. He just needs to make sure he defends. I would actually pull out all those SCVs now, so he doesn't end up losing it. And a big counterattack! A lot of Zerglings running up. Light's already prepared for it, though. He's trying to get all those Marines back to his home base. I think he sees it coming. But no, he's going to be intercepted before he can get there, and he's going to end up losing all of these Marines. Nice job, Hyvva. Able to do a very good counterattack right there. Able to sneak through. The 3 Marines trying to run by that sunken colony, not going to be able to. 1 Zergling managing to sneak through, 2 Zerglings able to sneak through, and 3 Marines trying to defend against a huge amount of Zerglings there on the secondary. It looks like Hyvva's attack is going to get stopped short, but he was able to kind of punch Light in the nose a little bit there. Able to do a little bit of counter damage, and Light not able to get his own secondary up now, and he's not got that great SCV saturation, so maybe balancing things out a little bit here. Zergling's now running up towards that secondary. Now the question is Hyvva, yeah, he's still, and he's stopping gas altogether to try to get more Marines out as quickly as possible, going into a one hatch lair to spire build with some Zerglings to support. And this could be devastating, honestly. Light is not going to have weapons 1. I don't know that he's going to have range, and I don't know that he's going to have any turrets up to defend against what I assume is going to be 3 Mutalisks with a grouping of Zerglings testing that front door, and Light going up and able to take out that hatchery. But critically, when you do that, you want to end up economically ahead, where I don't feel like he's economically ahead now. Just ended up losing too many Marines with that counterattack and not able to get his own command center up in the meantime. It looks like he is going to drop down and try to take that command center. Oh, he's going to do something sneaky here. This is what I'm talking about, creativity on this map. It's possible. That hatchery actually might pop up in time to produce five some medics. That'll definitely help to produce a couple. He's going to try to use that supply depot trick to try to sneak through. I think he's going to be able to, actually. So let's see what Light's up to. This could be just for scouting. Oh, Overlord's going to see that Marine coming around that back edge. Yeah, I think that hatchery's going to pop to be able to produce 5 Mutalisks. I think Light's going to be prepared for it, though, because he's going to sneak in. Okay, now he sees that spire. He does have a good amount of medic Marines. The issue, though, is he has to defend a couple locations at once. That's enough Zerglings where he can't pull too many medic Marines off that front door to really defend against the Mutalisks. He does have that engineering bay up, and he needs to put down a lot of turrets, especially in light of that in light of that last game. I'm so clever. Yeah, that was just off the top of my head, completely unintentional. So I try not to brag, but you know, sometimes the commentary just ends up cool and flowing. Yeah, conceded Diggity today. Yeah, just joking altogether, guys. But now the turret's going to be placed. I would honestly place some to support those medic Marines on the front door ramp, and maybe even put down a supply depot to try to stem the flow of Zerglings that could inevitably be flowing through here.